the studios of Turnstile Records. Join us for another exciting installment of The Escape Pod. In an infinite universe of mindless podcasting, only one will reign supreme. And then there's this one.
The Escape Pod.
Yeah, so
Is that right? Is that right?
So we...
Yeah, we're in.
Hello.
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 Yep, Jezbot.
Danoz.
Team Taco.
Very good.
Good. Feels like we're rushing it already.
Well, you've got an
Okay, we've got to snap this one out.
8
Snap it out.
o'clock, 8 o'clock, Tim. We're going to be in and out.
I've got other people coming into the studio to do a better podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
Hola.
They're the hip-hopping varieties.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
That's been getting some traction on the old Facebook. That
Got young boys militia base got 20,000 views in 2 days or something on this video we did.
I've had a view.
Is that viral?
I'd say that's officially viral.
Is it?
Yeah.
Viral here, but not in America.
That's all right.
But it could be another case of like escape pods listens because it's Jeremy going home and pressing
True.
repeat.
Yeah.
True that,
Yeah.
true that.
So
Tim,
what-
hit the button.
Oh, because you forced me to make a Pfeffernuss intro, so here we go.
Today on the show, we're going to make Pfeffernuss.
Pfeffernuss.
Very nice.
There you go.
Is that coming through in the cans?
Yeah,
Dan?
that's good,
That's
that's
good.
You got that?
yeah.
You got that?
I got
Did
that.
you get the check?
I got the check.
All right, so Katie put up a Facebook game a couple of weeks ago, and the question was with the Olympics. It was a part of the Olympics. And it was, what was that game with the baton twirling, or what was it called? The club swinging.
Club swinging.
So that went out, and the winner was our friend Sarah from Huntingdale, I want to say. I won't give out surnames. So there's a shining new snow globe coming out to you, Sarah.
Yeah.
Don't expect to actually receive it.
You won't be getting a snow globe.
I think that question was actually designed for her because I think she has a strong calisthenics pedigree.
She does.
Calisthenics pedigree.
There was a lot of sequences going on at her house when we were growing up. There's always beads and stuff going on. Yeah, so check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Turnstile Records.
Yeah, well, I think if you leave us a message on the Facebook feed, that's everyone can see it. We can get it.
That's right. That's how it
I
works.
think it's way
doesn't
better.
it?
I think it's way better than Instagram or for something like this. Because if we want to put up shots, I'm going to probably decide I'm going to put up a video for Christmas this year
Oh, yes.
on our feed.
Very
It's
good.
It's a conspiracy film that Jezbot and I made a few years ago, and we want to see if that can go viral.
I doubt it. It's 9 minutes long, so there's no way that it could go viral.
So you're
Speaking of things from history, did you ever find a mini tape player?
Oh, I found it. I did. I reviewed the tapes, and so just to bring the listeners up to speed, I found some mini
Cassette
cassette tapes
yeah.
for those
Yeah.
dictaphone things in my top drawer. And I remembered years ago that when we first started podcasting back in
92, 93.
Circa 92.
basically our only podcast that existed could be on this tape. It was just us sitting around, recording our voices.
And how was the quality, Tim?
Subpar. And the quality of the content, average.
Average.
It was shite. But I put the tape in, and then I pressed play, and then it was one of us saying, "I want to fuck Winona Ryder," and that was probably the best part.
Okay, cool.
That was pretty much...
I wonder what's happening with Winona
She's
these
back.
days. Is she?
She's back. She's
What's she
coming
doing?
back. I heard something about her coming out some sort of show. If I had a...
Great.
She shouldn't have been shamed that harshly over these.
No, I like a good thief, female thief of the shop variety.
It was handbags, wasn't it? Something like that.
Something like that. I thought it was jeans. I thought she put like 7 pairs of jeans on. Might have made that up.
Sounds
Actually
like
did.
it. Yeah.
All right, can we dig out the Pfeffernuss?
I was just going
I
to
don't
mention...
know whether or not we covered any Pfeffernuss.
No, the Pfeffernuss is what we just said.
Turnstile Records
Okay.
presents
So
the
far.
Escape Pods.
Yeah.
Go check it out
Yeah.
on all the platforms.
Well, who won the
media.
Snow Globe and what? But they've
Snow
just
Globe,
listened to
yeah.
that, so we're already reviewing it.
Can I just add something to Pfeffernuss?
Please.
I think we need to make a call out to our many listeners. Kate needs a call sign.
That's right.
She does.
Yeah.
Can we name her?
And the winner gets a Snow Globe.
I do like your options there. Do you want to?
Well,
take
I
credit
was
for
just
that?
I was spitballing the idea the other day, and I thought, I was thinking along the lines of previous conversations we've had here, right inside the pod. So Star Wars name could be like K8E1, female cyborg relations.
KT1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
C3PO.
Yeah, sort of.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Sort
don't
of
go
swapping.
with don't go with your strongest one first. That's what I'm hearing. 'Cause
What else you got? What else you got?
Well, then I went. Well, Jeremy's forever watching bloody Star Trek.
true,
So why don't
true.
we go for 7 of Kate?
I
Seven
like
of
that.
Kate.
I like
That
that,
is
one.
pretty good.
7 of
Yeah.
Kate.
And then I thought perhaps we could go for let's get Timo's most sought after album,
Yep.
the Pointer Sisters counting song,
Uh-huh.
and we can all go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh.
and then she can
Kate.
she can have we can dub her in Kate. Kate.
9, 10, 11,
Yeah.
12.
And I
extra
thought
black.
that could be good for a couple of shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we
Why
could just
not?
change our name every time.
Or what we
I
could
think I
do
like
is
that.
just tell everyone who's listening to hit us up on Turnstile Records Presents.
With your
I've got a new
ideas.
ding. I'm pretty
Okay.
proud of that ding.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
that's
good
nice
one,
ding.
dude.
It's
Yeah.
Much better.
It's absolutely
Crazy.
crazy.
It's got resonance.
All right, so that's it. That we just dinged out of the
Ding out,
festival.
yeah.
That was it.
Yeah,
I just
good.
dinged. You're up to
and
speed?
now is it a seamless transition, Tim, would you say?
I wouldn't say that. I really should pull up the soundboard to see what I'm actually going to hit next.
Yeah, right.
What's the segment?
Well, we usually spin the wheel, don't we?
Oh, we usually spin the wheel, don't we?
Yeah, I can't see it anywhere. Oh,
It's right behind you.
there it is.
Right, there you go. It's that giant 6-foot thing right behind you.
That's right.
No,
With Ian
no one can
Turpey
ever see it.
standing next to it.
Yeah.
And as per tradition, Daniel, you can...
Okay, I
Do you want
get
to spin the wheel?
spin that wheel.
So have I got the music there? Is the real question. I think I do.
Okay, are you ready?
spin
3,
that
2,
wheel.
1, come in, spinner!
Oh, yeah.
Really great.
And we got pink.
Pink. Okay, good.
Good. And,
Good.
Have we had pink
I
before?
don't think we've had pink before.
Well, I thought we had 2 in the pink.
Well, I've never.
We have now.
Hello.
Yeah, I think that was appropriate sound effect for that
so
one.
on your bit of paper there, it should say the following words: real or fake.
Realsies or fakesies?
Does it?
So yeah, I've got a question for real or fake. Boobs.
Both.
Okay.
Didn't know how to answer that. Because when you,
All.
as soon as you lifted your top, then I wasn't quite sure
yeah,
what I was
that's
looking
right.
at.
Oh, are they real or fake,
Just
Tim?
had a whole lot of
Yeah.
like strawberries and cream stuck to your chest. It's really weird.
Well, I am going to go to Thailand and get my teeth and titties done.
What
I
happens
was
to your-
having a look on the net the other day, and there is a woman in the US who has had a third bosom
Oh yeah.
surgically.
So where would you put
like-
that? In the
it's
middle?
In the
In the
middle.
middle.
A la Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Yeah, yeah. So she can have a bikini that's like a three-way
Three-piece.
instead of a.
Life imitating
Is
art.
that real or fake? I'm going to say fake on that one.
Fake. I'm gonna call prosthetic.
Yeah. it's
Prosthetic
fake. It's fake.
center.
It's fake.
Yeah.
Can't be real. Can't be real.
Well,
no.
from then on, it's going to be. I'm going to have to go get everything custom made to fit these. I'm pointing at my boobs.
And they're
boobs.
beautiful. They're beautiful big
Thank you.
boobs, Tim.
Thank you.
Okay, a full head of hair is strong enough to support 20 tons of weight.
Oh, what? So
Is it
you
tr-
pull
is
the
it-
hair together as
so
a
it's
rope?
it's like a braided rope.
Okay. I'm going to say false.
I'm going to say false too.
Yeah, it's correct. It's false.
Oh,
It's
okay.
12 tons.
So
That's an impressive number.
Jeez. Because the whole thing about spider webs and whatnot,
They're very strong.
and they're going to make
Or spiders are just really light.
yeah.
Well,
you
that's the
like,
question.
This is the thing.
This is the
Wins
question.
They were going to make bulletproof vests
Yes.
out of spider webs.
Is this real or fake?
That's true. Right.
Realsies or fakesies,
So
Tim?
they're gonna have to put the webs through a process where they're not so sticky because that's
How are you going to get
clog up the
the chest
machines.
off? The
How are you going to get it off?
bulletproof vest off?
Apparently,
Leave that one for the animals.
yeah. There's developments in single cell coatings which are like super strong, based on spider webs, but made out of like benzoate.
Oh man, this is pretty scientific
No,
stuff.
sorry, I haven't come prepared.
Great.
Oh no, you're well prepared today, Dan. You come in with
Yep. For the
many
first
pieces of
time-
He's
paper.
actually printed
For the-
stuff out. You're not holding it.
For the first time, I've come with paper. I feel important.
That leaves it.
Does that include Playboy magazines? That's on paper.
Oh well, yeah.
Bam, Tim.
Got you right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that
Yeah.
one. Shite.
Yeah.
Shite.
Yeah.
Do you have a real or fake, Tim?
I don't have a real or fake.
I've got
on
another-
here right now. Wait a minute. No, they're in my other pants.
Well, I've got a tweet, a real or fake tweet.
Oh yeah. Who's it from?
Well, I might get you guys to guess afterwards as well.
Okay.
So is it real or fake, and then
Twist. Real or fake? And then
Yeah.
who is it? And then
who
is
would
that person
possibly
real?
say it? I hate when I'm on a flight and I wake up with a water bottle next to me, and I'm like, great, now I've got to be responsible for that water bottle.
And I'm like, so it's got to be a chick.
Well,
And I'm like, it sounds like
Sounds like Justin Bieber.
Demis Roussos.
yes, correct, correct. So is it real or fake?
It sounds
I'm gonna
real.
say
It's real.
that's real.
It's real, of course.
Yeah.
Because
and I'm
I
gonna
wouldn't have
say-
written. I wouldn't have
It's-
written that.
You called
No.
it a tweet, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
yeah,
You
I don't know
just
what
read
it-
out.
I don't know
so
what
basically
tweeting
you
is,
just
so-
read out someone's
yeah,
tweet.
yeah.
Is that retweeting?
And you went, God,
I just retweeted.
God,
someone didn't say that.
and I'm like,
I still don't understand how this hashtag, and then you say a word after it. Hashtag escape pods.
so every time
how-
somebody hashtags escape pods,
Yes. Right.
it'll pop up that.
In
What?
the-
Well,
in
in the group of
in
escape
the
pods.
escape
So
pods
if you went onto
box.
Instagram
Right.
and you typed in hashtag escape pods, everything that has hashtag escape pods on it will show up on a feed.
Okay.
So you can go that one, that one, that one, that one.
Okay.
Not that one.
That one. Right. So that's tweeting, isn't it?
Basically.
Who tweeted that?
Kanye.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that'd be right.
Told you it was a chick.
It's an easy
Yeah.
get though. Like I felt bad writing that down because it's like, easy gags are like your
Yeah.
Kanyes, your Kim Kardashians. It's a cheap thrill, isn't it?
So it is a cheap thrill.
Yeah.
That's why I went with Demis Roussos.
Mm.
He's an interesting guy.
Who the
Well, look it up.
All
Google
right.
it.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Another realsies or fakesies.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Johnny Depp cut his finger off whilst in Australia.
False.
I'm going to say true.
It was true.
Okay. The lead story I thought was Boo Boo and BB, the two dogs that that fathead Nationals politician didn't like.
Yeah.
Barnaby.
Because he was trying to smuggle his...
His
power
rodents.
out. Yeah.
His rodents in.
Yeah.
Well, he did, apparently. This is part of why he's now divorced. So he was in a rage. He's cut the tip of his finger off
Oh.
and then scrawled in the mirror, what? Did he say?
Ouch.
Did he say, I am the walrus? Did he say... Did he say...
You are the ones.
Or did he just write crazy, what's that murder one? God,
I think if you're asking us,
what is
it's
it?
not
Red
that
Rum.
one.
Red Rum. Red Rum.
Red Rum. I'm with you on that one. He didn't.
No, he didn't write any of that. He wrote Billy Bob Thornton, apparently, because that's who he was accusing his wife of cheating with.
Oh, Billy Bob.
Okay.
Billy Bob.
Probably true.
Yeah,
He's
it's
a
all
bit
true.
of a. He's got blood. There's a lot of blood around.
He used to
Billy
have a
Bob.
really
isn't
sexy wife. Who?
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. She used
What's
to
going
carry-
on with Billy Bob?
He's
Billy Bob. I listened to a podcast of Billy
Like
Bob.
Billy Bob. That's like the number one name out of a trailer park.
Yeah, remember when we were growing up, everyone was called Billy Bob? Do you remember that?
everyone was a Bob. Yeah, Bob.
Or
Bob,
Billy.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob. William.
I
Robert.
don't know. He must be. He's
Billy Bob.
charismatic.
He's doing something right.
He's doing something right. He sure is.
Yeah.
People are cutting off appendages and
Well,
carrying
maybe
around
that's what it
vials
is. He just keeps like flashing his junk at everyone, and they.
It might be the thing.
Maybe
Dan.
it's not drunk. Maybe it's a trunk, and that's what they're going crazy for.
Yeah. Who
Um,
knows?
Right-handed people live on average 9 years longer than left-handed people.
I'm gonna say false.
I'm going to say there's
Fake?
no possible way that they could possibly find that out. Possibly.
Or Bureau of Statistics
Yeah.
census.
Yep.
I reckon that's bullshit.
Yep.
Oh, it was on the internet.
You
and I
got your
went,
fact police?
That's just from my mouth. Couldn't believe it. Michael
No,
Winslow
that
over
was,
here.
that was.
So basically, I think that is realsies or fakesies.
Oh, that's it.
I think so.
Oh well, because now we can go into the other part of this show, which is like the 80s transition sitcom transition music.
Okay.
Okay, listeners, welcome back. Yeah, but I've got a series of transitions ready for anytime we need to just have a quick break. Yeah, we can just hit it with the old situation comedy.
Okay, I like it.
Transition.
I think it's
like it.
because we were feeling a little bit stale on our segues, Tim. Isn't that why
That's
we?
right.
Yeah.
That's
what we
right.
thought.
So if we want to get out of it, plus you know,
fresh.
you can only so many times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think
That
that.
really rings out, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's good. Resonance.
It's a proper ring.
It is.
That's the one we were searching for the whole time. I think.
Well, I stopped
the
putting
first
game
one.
show. Stopped putting game show ding in
Yeah.
my search and started putting bellhop
Yep.
desk ding. So
Yes.
it's one of those ding.
Yep.
Isn't that funny?
Made
Just
perfect sense.
one word,
Mm.
and you'll never
Made
find
perfect
on the
sense.
internet.
Yep.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Well, that's what the
So-
transition was, Tim.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Leader of that day. Great.
Really great.
So let's spin the wheel. Okay, so I guess the next section is if you've got one, I wanted you to hit people with a little bit of snooze review. What were you thinking about that? Because you were talking about that the other
snooze
day.
review,
Something you wanted to do
yes.
something with that. What did you? What is
Well,
that?
well, yes, the snooze review. We've updated it. I've realised some new rules.
Have I got?
Have you got
Let's
a?
see.
Snooze Review.
2.0.
Let's hear another one. Snooze Reviews.
That's right. It's snooze review. Jezbot's snooze review 2.0. That's how it goes down, doesn't it? Well, I figured people keep saying to me it's too confusing. You got to. I don't know what the rules are. We got to streamline this. So I went back to the old podcast where we first did it. It's episode 6.
Was it Flippity Sticks?
Flippity Sticks is where the snooze review first came in. I highly recommend you go back and listen to all the old escape pods.
You really must try them.
You really must. Now, the rules are... Okay, so here we go. Right, so for all your listeners out
This
there...
is the review of the Snooze Review 2.0.
That's
Yep.
right.
Laying down some rules.
0, a snooze review of 0 pillows means I stayed awake. Okay?
No pillow.
No pillows. 0 pillows.
Great.
Okay. So if I fall asleep right at the end,
One pillow.
one pillow.
One pillow.
No, it's not like that.
10 pillows.
One
10
pillow.
pillows. No. But there's gonna be a point where you fall asleep because it sucks. So that's called biting the pillow.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
That's what I was. So we could say.
So 0, I stayed awake. So 10, right?
Yep.
10 pillows. It means I fell asleep right at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the start. Like credits opening, I'm out.
Yeah. You put it on to sleep.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
a 10. 10 pillows.
So Star Trek.
10.
Right. 'Cause you
Straight
put it on
away.
to go to
'Cause
sleep.
yeah, that's right. It's like Valium.
Because you've seen it so many times, you
Yes,
know it's going to
that's
happen
right,
next.
that's right.
So
It's a
you can
comfort,
just
it's
say
a pillow.
pillows.
He's
It's
going to
a
go
safe
home and watch it
it's a
tonight.
safe
Place,
place.
yeah.
Always talk about Star Trek's making
Yeah.
me
Oh.
sleepy.
Sleepy.
7 of 9.
So have you got a?
Well,
what
this
did
is
you
what.
watch?
Well, this is the updated version. So I realised that I've been watching movies, falling asleep. They get the 10, but then I rewatch them to see if I can get through it. So how many times I watch something, it's a new category. So it
Okay.
gets a 10 pillow, but then it also gets. So if I watched it once, it gets a KO. Right, I got KO'd.
KO'd.
Right.
Yeah.
If I watch it twice and I still fall asleep, it's already got 10 pillows.
It's a 2 KO.
It's a Valium. It's like I took a Valium, right? Number 3 I'm in a coma,
Okay.
okay? And number 4, fourth watch,
Yep.
is a lobotomy.
Fourth watch, 0 pillow. Or fourth watch
10 pillow.
between.
Well,
one
it
and
means-
10
Well, it has
pillows.
to be sort of 5 to 10. Because anything below 10, and it's sort of like you're enjoying this and really want to stay awake, so you're making
So
the
there's no
effort.
point. So there's no point carrying the first 5 because at 5 is where you accidentally fall asleep.
Yep.
So it's
It's
totally
the tipping point.
it's totally clear now,
1 to
yeah?
5 is deliberate
Yeah.
sleep.
Yep.
5 to 10
Anything below
is,
that, and you're standing up and like slapping yourself in the cheeks. to
Yeah, but
sort
then,
of-
but then we need a separate system. So what's your slap rate on that?
The slap rate.
How many times did you have to
I'll
wake
have to
up
think
and
about
go,
the slap rate.
"Stay
Yeah,
awake,
yeah,
stay awake."
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe that next week I'll add some more rules to
Yeah.
make it a bit clearer.
yeah.
Yeah.
And when do you go to the sink for a splash of cold water?
And then,
Oh,
and then
you'd really want to be watching that movie.
Yep.
Yeah, you'd really want
Yeah.
to splash
I want
face.
to watch
But they
this
must
movie.
be
I
out
wanna
there.
watch this movie. I
Yeah.
want to watch this movie,
Yeah.
but I've got a 10. I've got a pillow rate of 10, but I'm disappointed by the movie. So the movie sucks. So I'm giving it a 5 pillow bites.
That's right.
right. But at the same time, I'm not starting to count until 5 pillows because what's the point? Okay.
Yep, I
Okay,
reckon
so
we're pretty
what's
much
that?
today.
Okay.
Snooze review.
2.0.
Let's hear another one. Snooze reviews.
Okay, so
I
I
bet
had a
Snooze reviews
4-way snooze review. I was Cass was away for the weekend.
Oh, great.
I had some people over the night before. Had a few to drink, and then Sunday was spent on the couch. So I decided to
Doesn't sound
catch
like you
up.
at all. Yep.
Doesn't, does it? That's like a man. I've got a lot of responsibilities, Tim. So I watched Jungle Book, Independence Day, and Warcraft, and Commando,
Right.
all on the same day. Now,
So I would say Commando was a 10
The Arnie
was a-
Commando.
it was a 10,
because
but I tried. I tried how many times?
So you got
Let off some steam, Bennett.
Eyes to see you. Is that?
No, that's Batman and
Batman
Robin.
Yeah. What? So it's got a slap rate of
It's got a slap rate.
6. It's got 6 slaps.
6.5.
6 slaps, 8 pillows,
With a lot of eye rubbing.
yeah.
Yeah.
and a Valium because it was twice.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
it took me
2
twice.
slaps.
2
2
slaps.
slaps.
It's a
One-
10 pillows, 2 slaps, and a Valium.
But
2
it needs
slaps turns into a Valium.
It needs an extra layer of complexity because how many times have you seen Commando in
true
your
that.
lifetime?
True that.
So let's just make it more complex.
Yeah,
Let's.
okay. You need to go. Okay,
Anything that
this-
you've seen more than 10 times
Yes.
since 1985.
Okay, I like
You're
it.
allowed. You're allowed to start the pillow rate at 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
you can't get maximum rate because you've gone back so many times that the movie has earned a 3 pillow bite count back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you. Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
it's, oh,
Wait, let me just put that into my calculator. I'm just gonna work that out.
yeah.
Yep, story checks out.
Yeah. Great. Independence, the new Independence Day, 8.5
Okay.
to a 9.
I'm actually
pillows.
interpreting that as being it's a really cool movie and you should see it. 'Cause
Wrong. I fell asleep early.
Right,
Yeah, I
so
know,
I'm
but
confused. So
But I think he always
is
does. So we
10
also have to factor in how often you watch movies and fall asleep, which is
Yeah.
90% of the time.
percentage rate.
So a 9 in your snooze review actually means we should all rush out and go and see it because you've made it through at least half an hour.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it must be great.
What about before you put the disc inverted commas into the
DVD player.
DVD player?
How old are you? Yeah.
You should give it a percentage rating. Like you should say, I give this 80% success rate of keeping me awake, right? And then as you get further in, your percentage lowers, but your pillows raise.
So is that a 80% duvet rating? Something like that?
Are you a duvet over a doona? I'm always been a doona.
I say doona.
Okay.
I say doona, yeah.
Okay.
Is there a difference?
Well,
It's just that-
who uses duvet?
What is a duvet? Is that
It's
the
a
pillow?
doona.
It's a doona.
But I think
So-
maybe the poms say
Maybe.
duvet.
They say it, not.
Well,
so
they
you're-
call it a doona a duvet, and we call it a doona.
Yeah.
What is
People-
doona?
people
is that
over-
a brand name?
No,
Like
I don't
Frisbee?
think so. Don't think so.
People overseas say different things to us.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, fancy
Where
that.
is this, where is this place?
Over there.
Yeah,
Over there?
Overseas.
Over that sea?
Yeah.
yeah.
So highly unrecommend Independence Day. It didn't get any slap ratings. It didn't get any duvets. It had no Valiums or
You got
KOs
through
or
it.
comas.
It
No, I fell asleep and I didn't try again.
Okay.
It's
It was right at the start.
It got a
Disappointing.
100% success rate, 100% rate of a 10 pillow 2 slap
Rating. Yeah.
possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it
two,
actually
two.
gets a penalty. It gets a 2 pillow bite penalty for being a sequel.
That's
so
right.
it actually got 12.
It is a sequel. It's not a.
Yeah,
it's not a reboot.
Yeah,
not a
so it
reboot,
got
yeah.
a 12 pillows.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the last one, I won't keep going with this. Jungle Book. I really wanted to see it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I've ever seen the original.
The Disney cover.
Yeah, I don't think I ever sat through that.
Okay.
And I made it. I was really into it. It's a pretty good movie. And it gets a rating of 0.5.
Because
So-
you missed the end.
I missed the last. I was like sitting there with the
Where do I
sticks.
get that?
Oh, so how many slaps? This has got maximum slap
This is
rating.
Maximum slap rating. Because
16 slaps.
I was like sitting there slapping my face. Must make it. Must make it.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Oh,
And I
bugger.
woke up in the credits going, "Oh, Cass, what happened?" And she was gone. She wasn't.
She went to bed.
Yeah.
And she would have said he won. Surely
Yeah, that's exactly what she said. I said, "What
yeah.
happened?"
he won.
He won.
Oh, well,
Okay.
you wanna.
I'll,
Okay,
A
good.
ding and a
And
transition.
a transition. Great.
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 Okay, so I've got a new section that
Yeah.
we're introducing.
Okay.
I haven't got
excited.
any theme music for it. It's that new. It's north, east, west, south.
It's the news.
It's the news.
Jezbot came up with that. Possibly that North News actually stands for north, east, west, and south. How do you feel about that theory?
Facty or fictiony? Realsies or fakesies?
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I think it's some of your finest work, and I just can't wait to get into the segment.
Let's do it
Okay,
then.
Cool. That's it's gonna have 3 pillow bites. That's for sure.
That's thumbs up by Dan over there. He likes
So
this.
I think we all, because we did a pre meeting, and I think we've all got a little bit of a news story, haven't we today?
I've got some usually news.
I'm
just
gonna
little
hit you with
tidbits.
something like this: a lightning strike has killed more than 300 wild reindeer in Norway, in what officials describe as an unusually large natural disaster. Aerial
Bugger.
footage shows reindeer, if they really exist,
That's a real thing.
carcasses scattered across a small area of the Hardangervidda mountain plateau. That's a real word.
Another one.
Another one?
Yep.
The footage was released, which said 323 animals, including 70 calves, were instantly killed by what they believe was a lightning strike.
Or
They
aliens.
say it actually in wildlife, it's quite common for animals to be killed by lightning strikes, but we've never heard about such numbers before. And you should see it. There's a lot of them.
Okay.
It's like those. So you see in the news where like 40,000 blackbirds strung across the freeway. It's an act of God. Do you know what I mean?
It could be a bit like Sharknado.
Yeah, that's
Could
right.
be a little bit, but you would assume that they've flown through a cloud in a flock. Lightning strikes the flock.
Oh, I see.
They're all conductors.
Yeah.
It just kills the whole flock.
Because there's upward lightning as well. I think they've tracked that. This might be a fact.
Nice.
It might be a fact that I think lightning can also it goes down, but then it can also go back up again. Ever heard of that one, boys?
What goes down comes back up again.
Any listeners out there, please let us know
Don't
how
write
crazy I am.
There you go. That's my news story.
Okay,
That's
good.
one of my news stories, anyway. Have you guys?
Well, I've got a quick dear one.
You guys were
Yes.
just checking your emails then.
No, I've got a quick deer one to add to that. I just remembered.
A deer?
A female deer.
Doe?
Doe? No.
A deer?
Yeah. Anthrax is back on the rise. So the permafrost in Siberia is melting because of this global warming, in inverted commas. And an old infected anthrax carcass, just like your carcasses, Tim, it's thawed out and it's let
Real
the
anthrax, not the band.
not the heavy metal band from the 80s. No,
Okay.
real anthrax. And
Not
it's
the
spread.
powdered, not the powdered envelope variety.
No.
Okay, yep, right. I'm
I
with
think
you.
it is the powdered envelope
It's foot
variety.
mouth.
Yeah, I'm going to go with yes. But it's melted the snow. The carcass has let its anthrax spread, and it's killing a lot of deers and 13 people.
Okay.
So does
That's pretty-
disease freeze?
And the headline is anthrax spewing zombie deer are the least of your planet warming worries. Anthrax spewing zombie
I can
deer.
I
Okay.
can think of a few things wrong with that title.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's hard to read.
well, in news out of the UK, before I get into the story, what do you think the news story is about? If I tell you the byline under the picture, the little caption says, "Plop suey."
Okay. I think it's restaurant news.
Correct?
Oh, I was going to say, old lady walks down the street, pulls up her skirt, has a plop, continues walking.
And you are also correct.
And her name is Sue.
Am I correct?
You are also correct. News,
What the fuck?
news out of the UK. Under the banner, banned from Chinese buffet for shitting in the seaweed.
Oh no!
Okay.
Gran
That's not a toilet.
Janice O'Dowd has been banned from an all-you-can-eat Chinese for crapping in a tray of crispy seaweed. Onlookers gasped and some vomited when the drunken 52-year-old climbed onto a chair, pulled down her tights, and splattered her mess onto
Who's this
the
rider?
savoury treat.
Johnny, I'm going to have to get you to come into the office, please.
Yes.
It's just about your wording in the latest article.
It's a pretty good article, isn't it? Yeah, it's crazy.
The first sentence you use, plop, splatter.
It gets better. It gets better.
Oh, sorry, continue.
It gets better. The disgusting gesture was apparently in protest at being asked to leave after she put a cigarette out in another diner's drink. Miss O'Dowd, who was at the North Manchester restaurant for her daughter Steph's hen's party, had been drinking all day before an incident at about 10 p.m. last Saturday. When Sunday Sport approached the ruddy-faced O'Dowd at her home in Oldham Greater Manchester. She told the man, yes, I was drunk, and yes, I did a shit on the buffet.
Well, she's honest. She'll give her that much.
I'd nicked 2 bottles of fucking vodka. So what do you fucking expect?
Great.
They shouldn't have told me to leave just for putting a tab out and some cunts drink. They started it. Sue Harris.
And I finished it.
Yeah.
Sue Harris was at the buffet with her family celebrating her 40th and witnessed O'Dowd's dirty demonstration firsthand. She said, I stood next to the woman and she grabbed a chair and climbed onto it. She was drunk from swigging vodka from a bottle. And I thought at first she was mooning her backside for amusement of her friends. But then she strained. Then she strained, and a mass of loose stool gushed onto the crispy seaweed. She was cackling at someone about a cigarette. I was physically sick on the spot. The restaurant owner's Raymond says it was the worst thing.
Clean up the shit or the vomit first.
Yep.
Shit first.
Shit first.
There's going to be a lot more vomit if you don't
You
get
just
rid of
take
that
the
shit.
steam tray out.
The steaming tray.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
I've got lots of questions
Okay,
after when you fit it.
Just to end the story, the owner of the Chinese restaurant said, I would have called the police, but I employ illegal immigrants, so I thought it was best not to. Don't print that, will you?
Don't print that, will you? End quote.
End quote.
Damn it!
You forgot to say off the record.
Off the record.
Yeah.
Are you,
I was wondering about how she got up there, and it answered it, wasn't it? She climbed on the chair.
She got on the chair.
And that's a photo of her, Dan? Is that what you're showing me? She
Oh
seems like a
my
lovely,
God, she looks
lovely
like a
lass.
lovely bloke.
Lovely.
Well, the why I said Asian woman walks down the street because there's some CCTV footage of a woman just walking along, a little old lady, and she just lifts her skirt and does a poop on the footpath, a little nugget, and then keeps on walking.
Okay. Awesome.
Nothing, doesn't even hesitate. Oh, yeah, this looks like a great place to poop.
Okay.
Well,
Awesome.
I had a fucking vodka. What do you fucking expect me to do? Go home?
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, I've just pulled up. I know we don't like to go backwards in time for games. Have you got, what do you got there, Tim?
I've got some more news stories.
Let's go with the news still.
NASA accidentally sold a priceless Apollo 11 artifact and now faces a legal battle to get it back.
Okay.
The bag was used to collect moon samples in 1969.
Supposedly.
And was sold by mistake last year due to a clerical error. Right, now the reason why it was snapped up, sorry, I'll get to this, snapped up by Nancy Carlson from Illinois for $1,000. NASA says it's priceless. I don't know how it came.
This is a quote.
Oh, end quote. And why I pulled that up is because I was working at a work site yesterday.
Yeah, right.
And I pulled off the window frame, which had newspaper wedged inside of it.
Very good.
So I pulled the perfectly preserved newspaper out over there.
Yes, I see.
And I've unwrapped it, and the bottom half of this ripped bit of paper.
It was a porno.
It was a porno. No, it was the moon landing. And I'm like,
No shit.
that's what I said. No shit. So I pulled the other half out and unwrapped it, and it was a commercial for Whirlpool Electronics or whatever. Taken new to outer space, but I looked at the date, and it was July the 22nd, 1969. They landed on the 20th, so they weren't even home yet. Right? How'd they get the photo? Conspiracy.
I see what you're saying.
I think if
I
you
see
can
what
get
you're
to the
saying.
moon,
I see what you're saying. I see what you're
twisted
saying. Yeah.
To manipulate it into my own sort of,
mysteries,
agenda.
mysteries.
But there you go.
That's
That was
good.
just topical.
I do find newspapers, and they're usually you've got your a dingo ate my baby. You've got your
It's usually a pivotal.
beetle. It's something.
But there's
something
also
huge.
always a whirlpool ad.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
There is, isn't
Yeah,
there?
they like cornered the advertising market
They
back
did.
there in the.
They
I
always
sure did.
Yeah.
has a dingo eaten your baby. Tough stains in that.
Blood stains are tough to erase, especially when the police are hot on your trail. God bless you.
Yeah.
Bloody shame one.
Yeah.
Innocent until proven guilty. Australian woman Sarah Connor last night officially named as the suspect in a murder assault of a Bali police officer. Sarah Connor, police officer.
Skynet, the moon.
And they had to actually do their reenactment yesterday with police on the beach.
What,
They
reenact the murder that they didn't do.
Yep.
That they didn't
Yep.
do it.
Did he
Yep.
do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did it.
Yep.
Okay, so we did do it.
Well,
How'd you do it?
Well,
Let's go to the beach. I'll show you.
yeah.
Why are you in the water? I'm swimming away, dickhead.
We'll get him when he comes back in.
Nice.
I'm surprised you didn't get that one, Dan. That's your
Yeah,
favorite,
no, yeah.
favorite quote of
Yeah.
all time.
Yeah, it's up there.
I'm getting when he comes back in.
Man films himself having sex with the McChicken sandwich. Everyone feels sick. Great. That's it. I'm not even going to read it. Read the article.
Yeah, that brings me back to our
Back
other
to
point,
chicken sandwiches.
right?
Mm.
Did you happen to listen to the broadcast?
Yeah.
You heard the court case?
Yeah.
At the end?
Court
You got to
case.
listen to the whole thing.
Yeah,
There's
I
something-
thought I did.
Yeah,
Family
when,
court.
Okay.
Oh,
yes,
chicken
yes,
sandwich.
yes.
Right.
when they're trying to
Yeah.
pin that chicken sandwich burial on
Yeah.
me.
So the
Yeah,
very
yeah.
next day,
Yeah.
I
Because
called
there
Jeremy.
was accusations that it was actually outside the family.
That's
We
right.
think there's
Third
a third
shooter.
shooter
Third shooter.
Yeah.
in the bush.
Okay.
In the
Okay.
Two in the hand's
Gra-
worth, three in the
grassy
bush.
knoll.
Okay.
I don't know, something like that.
So I called Jeremy the next day after that show. We had a bit of a chuckle about it. Like, yeah, chicken sandwich. Then Jeremy's talking away. He's at work. Then he's just talking in the background. Then all of a sudden, from the other end of the phone, I hear, right? I said, "Is that a chicken?"
Chicken?
He's like, So I thought you didn't like chickens. It's like, I lost my shit. I thought that was very funny. Where were you?
I was at my boss's house. He has a chicken coop, and we'll work. It's a big sort of greenhouse thing. Chickens are in there, just running around and begurking, and that made me terribly sick. After that,
What kind of sick?
I was I don't know if it was working.
Bird flu.
I think it might have been
Hey,
bird
okay.
flu.
That's topical.
That's why I couldn't do podcasts last week. That's why you all got a steeze.
That's why we all call it the Stees.
Mm.
Is it?
You're welcome.
No. Oh, great. Is that what? Is that?
Is that the
north.
news? I think that's the
North,
northeast,
east,
west,
west,
south. It's
It's
the
the
news.
And welcome back.
Welcome back to the pleasure hour.
What have we got here on the little list? Well, we're into the main crux swing of it
Yeah.
now. Danoz, you were saying that you have been on a holiday or something.
That's right.
Can
That's
I give
right.
you a little? Can I, in preparation for that, can I give you a little intro music?
Sure.
Sure. I hope I pressed the right button.
Oh yeah.
The Griswolds.
Griswolds. Holiday Road. You
Holiday
went on a
Road. Well, my story actually parallels a lot of the Griswolds escapades in many ways.
Oh no.
Same but different. I piled the family into the car, packed all our shit, and headed off to Rawson for a family getaway and the kiddies' first trip to the snow.
Oh, very good.
yeah,
Sounds
it's
delightful,
always-
Daniel.
always
Sounds
good in-
delightful.
In
Theory.
theory.
Yes.
Yeah, I've done
So, I know, would have been a great holiday if it was...
Wasn't for the kids in the snow.
Yeah. And a few other minor incidents.
Like the wife.
No. The wife was good.
Okay.
Minor incidents. So we headed to Rawson.
Where is Rawson?
It's near Mount Buffalo National Park. Mount Baw National Park.
Right.
So it's out Gippsland way.
The Flippy Stick Rangers.
Drive through Moe quickly.
He's been waiting 3 weeks to say that.
Everybody there has a mustache.
Landed.
Yeah. So anyway, headed to Rawson to stay in a lodge. Well, they described it as a lodge before we arrived.
It was a lodge.
Well, it was a structure, but lodge is a solid word.
It
You
is,
know,
yeah.
it conjures
Yeah.
up ideas of
stone
like open
foundations.
fireplaces and
Sure it
and
does.
sort of exposed beam ceilings,
Big
and-
logs and
Yeah,
A loose
head.
yeah. Just
Maybe a loose head.
something to get warm and
get
cozy.
that fire up and you're
Yeah.
cozy
But
as anything else.
Anyway, we arrived at this place, and we arrived first, and went in to grab the key, and sort of went, oh yeah, so where is this place? And they went,
in
oh
it?
yeah, it's right over there. It's that building there. We sort of went, ooh, you know that laminated ply,
Yeah. Caravan-y.
yeah, fibro,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
shit.
Super thin.
Fibroplasty.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
zero insulating properties type type of a structure.
Like
Yeah.
the kind of dividers
one
you
of
get
them.
between a toilet stall.
Yeah, it's one
Yeah.
of them. Oh no, that's solid.
Oh, that's,
I'm-
that's firm.
Yeah, we're talking one step past cardboard.
Like
Oh my god.
Yeah.
One step
so-
past a Japanese traditional house with
Yeah.
all those.
Paper
yeah,
walls.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, open the door, and Jen, I don't think she was prepared for what she was going to behold. It was just the. It was just. Well, it was a really, really long corridor. Really long, like 50 plus meters corridor with like dorm rooms off both sides.
Uh-oh.
And
Sounds like where I stayed.
opened a door, and it was like walking into a scene from The Shining.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
it
the
was.
second
Sorry.
Shining quote today. That's great.
Is it?
Yep.
Here's Johnny.
Okay.
Murder.
There's the third.
Yeah. So anyway, settled in. Thought, well, a couple of bottles of red will fix this.
Make the
right
most
up.
of it. We'll get a fire going.
Yep. Let me get to the fire. Yeah. So proceeded to get stuck in. All the people arrived. Like maybe it was 6 or 7 families with just fucking kids
Okay.
everywhere.
Right.
And the kids' room was, I don't know, for some reason, right at the end of this fucking hallway that was just really noisy.
Yeah, right.
And this noise was just
Going
constant
right through the house.
the entire
Yeah.
time. But anyway, you get over that once you're
Asleep.
or lagered up enough.
Okay.
So we were all sitting around, chucking logs on the fire, drinking, having a merry time, when all of a sudden, one of the kids had jumped off the bunk bed and split his chin on the I don't know, some nail or something that was sticking out of the floor. Chopped his chin open, like mega chopped his chin open, and I was like, shit, time to go to the hospital.
Oh no.
What?
So
Who's sober?
yeah, there was one sober woman
Loser.
who jumped in the car with the dad, and they set off and returned at about 5 a.m. with a stitched up little boy. He was feeling pretty sad and sorry for himself. So we thought, oh, well, it's behind us. Tomorrow we're going in the snow. Everything will be great. So we all, had a few more drinks. Oh well,
In the morning.
went to bed. Went to bed because we needed to be up early
Had a few more
to go
drinks.
to go to the snow. One of the guys went up to do a bit of reconnaissance because we were going to go to a mountain called Mount St. Quinier.
Never heard of it.
No snow.
Oh.
Okay, shit. We're going to have to go to Borbor, which, it's always going to be snow, but it's a bit of a drive. So let's all go. So I buggered off, plugged it into the GPS, and off we go. And the GPS said, chuck a lefty down this dirt track,
Of course it did.
and just go. So I just followed it. I got a Subaru. I like driving on dirt roads.
Yeah.
You can have a bit of fun. So off we went, and we arrived at Borbor Tourist Road and parked after about 40 minutes or so down this dirt road. And my mate Shano and his kids were also there, and I was like, "Where's everyone else?"
Yeah.
It was like, there was like 6 more cars.
16 cars.
Where are they? So we phoned them up. They decided to travel in convoy. Didn't take the dirt road that we took to send us straight to Borbor, and it took them 2.5 hours.
Oh, the scenic route.
Yeah, so they got there. By the time they got there, we were buggered. We'd been down the toboggan run,
1,000 times.
Yeah, enough to satisfy a 2-year-old and
Twice
a
then.
and a 1year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
twice.
an hour and
Yeah.
all right.
And
fuck,
now you're starting
Should
to
we go? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I go. Where are they?
We did what we said we were going to do for the kids. We've seen the fucking snow. Now
Yeah.
let's go get
And they're still
pissed.
not
Yeah.
here.
So they eventually arrived. Shitty. And
Fuck you, Darren.
the leader.
Fuck you,
The leader.
Sylvia.
Sylvia.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know these
I
people.
didn't expect those two to be together.
We won't name him. He knows who he is and is still feeling a bit sheepish about the whole thing.
Because he was
But,
angry.
Yeah, well, I think
I would have been him.
everyone.
His name's Stephen. Let's call him Stefan.
Yeah. But anyway, they arrived eventually. We cooked them some sausages, ate, made a snowman, and left. And went back the same express route. Past this guy. You know how when you're going down hills, you should use your gears to like slow yourself down, because if you overuse your brake, you're like cooking your brakes.
Yep.
Yeah, I was waiting at the bottom, giving my chains back, and this fucking moron drove past, and he just had smoke pissing out of his brakes.
Oh, no.
I was like, I tried to drive up next to him on a dirt road, but it was like I was racing him, and I think he was a little bit intimidated by it. And I'm like, trying to pull up next to him to get his attention, but I think he was just
Racing.
fearing that, well, maybe I was like Ivan Milat
Yeah,
or
I'm
something.
a dirt road
I'm
in
gonna run
national
you off.
park.
This.
He's on a weekend with his wife and
Yeah,
children.
yeah.
They've never been
Yeah.
to the mountains before. They're terrified.
Yeah. Well, anyway, got back to the Shining Shack, and had a few more drinks again. Got settled into the night, and my good mate was pretty pissed. She wanted to go out and stoke the fire, or sit by the fire, or do something by the fire.
I don't like this at all.
And she was going, "Oh, come out!" But we're all buggered because we'd all been at the snow,
Yep.
running up. And, I'm just sitting here. I can't be fagged.
Yeah.
So she disappeared outside, and she was out there for half an hour or something like that, and then she came back in, didn't say anything, walked past us, and we thought, going to the dunny, didn't think anything of it. Then she came back with her husband, going, "Look what's bloody happened here." She had picked up a burning log. Like, the fire that we had was probably, say 2 meters.
2 by 2.
2 by 2, round and big, and with lots of wood on it. And she had thought, oh, well, this one's on the edge. It must not be on the fire. I'll chuck it in the middle. But because the previous night we had I'm a little bit of a pyro, so
A little
a
bit.
fire
A little bit.
a fire is a fire, and it needs to be big and like white hot.
Dangerous.
Yeah, yeah. So she picked it up, and because her senses were not all that good at the time, didn't realise that it was a burning piece of wood. Burning. Held it for, I don't know, too long. When we looked at it, it looked like she was wearing a latex glove.
It was
All of her skin had just like... It looked like she was wearing a glove. And it was just like flopping there.
Right, and it was who's sober? Back to the hospital.
So, same dude who took his son to the hospital the night before was like...
I know where it is.
That's exactly what he
I've
said.
got another one for you.
Yes. Yeah. So it was back to the hospital. This time it was even worse. So she's since had skin grafts and
What? It's
all
for
this-
real.
It's
And it's all Dan's fault.
and she's lost all the nerves in her hand.
Holy shit.
And
Don't go away on holidays.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
go away with you.
yeah. No.
Far out.
No,
So
so-
that ruined, that sort of put a damper on the rest of the night.
So, well, the next morning it was like, all right, no one's really interested in hanging around here anymore. Let's put the shit in the car
And get that shit
and
out.
get the fuck out of here.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
wow.
That's
Wow.
just tough.
yeah,
It's tough.
yeah.
And it gets tougher. It gets
What, as you
tougher.
have more kids?
Yeah, and as you try and go away and try and go to further places and make it more interesting, and then you start going overseas, and then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, the plane trip.
Yeah, I think when
That
it
was
comes
just
to
the first 10 minutes.
Crashed.
I think it needs when it comes to holidays in groups, you need to be selective, and you need to
definitely
think
do.
of
You need to
your
be- you need to-
personality clashes.
you need to limit. Yeah, you need. Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, there was some of that going on too. It's
People just don't know how to get along.
it's just too big.
Just suck it
Just
up
too
for
much.
two
Too
for
much.
2
Too
days.
much.
Suck up.
Too much.
Suck
That's
it up.
why you go up
And
to
then-
the lakes entrance, or what is it?
Yeah.
Where the snowfield is, just the toboggan.
Not
right?
Lakes Entrance. I don't
Lake
think there's
Mountain.
snow
Lake
at
Mountain.
Lakes Entrance.
Mm.
It's
You
more
never had a lake
beachy.
in it.
It's more
Mm.
beachy.
It is a little more beachy.
That was
Yeah.
sand, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Don't
Which
eat
is
this
kinda
so-called
like-
snow.
So that sort of other snow.
I was wondering why the
Sand.
snow was so crunchy.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
No.
It's sand.
It's sand.
Mm.
Wow.
Well, I'm not going away with you guys.
Again, I remember that.
We had some good holiday trips. You know, hiking down the prom. They were
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were
The,
they
the,
were
the
they were
time
good.
that we went down the prom, we were on the beach, and Jamie's with our mate Jamie Lips, and we're on the beach, and we're like, look at the parakeets and the lovely cockatoos flying past. Hey, that one's got a Twinkie, and then Jamie said, "I've got Twinkies," and he ran back to the tent, and all the wild animals had ransacked his bag. And there was birds flying everywhere with Twinkies and scroggin, all sorts of stuff.
Scroggin.
Yeah,
And
that's
what was that
classic.
potato?
He's the-
What was
he's
that
the Boy
potato
Scout.
stuff that he always...
Deb.
Deb. He always
Deb.
swore by Deb.
Yeah. You
Powdered.
don't even. Oh, God, I just worked it out. You can just put spoonfuls of this straight in your mouth. It turns into mashed potatoes in your mouth. Good old Jamie Lee.
That's stuff.
Good old Jamie
Hey,
Lee.
Jamie.
Really great.
Really great. Okay, let's get.
Let's just take a quick break there, Tim, and
Put a pin in that.
for like, just a second. Let's do just a quick paper scissors rock. I mean, come on.
Oh, because last
I heard...
episode,
Yep.
we want to understand the psychology of it.
Mm-hmm.
We should have done this at the start of the show because we're going to try and work out whether it dictates the
The style of the show.
style of the show.
Mm.
The
Three
vibe,
rocks.
the
Three
feel.
rocks is like, oh, it's three rocks.
Mm.
We're gonna rock.
Well, I
hard.
was actually thinking about this, and it creates a paradox doing paper scissors, potential paradox,
Uh-huh.
playing paper scissors rock with 3 people.
Right.
Because how do you get a winner if there's a paper, a rock, and a scissors?
That's right.
Because who gets to say who's better than who and who comes first?
I see
Well,
that as a
I
real
think-
positive, man. Like, it means that if we all go one
We're
paper,
all
one,
winners.
We're all winners. We've all... It's
It
going
is
to
a
be...
paradox.
Mm.
It's a paradox.
Yeah.
No one's a loser.
Rock, paper, scissors is definitely a 2-man show.
All right. Well, then it's a series of eliminations, but
Yep.
but we all choose, and then it's the psychology of what you
Okay,
choose. All right.
I'm
So
down with that.
Okay, so how are we going to
So-
roll? Like, because it's
On
not
3.
it's not a visual thing.
there you go. 1, 2, and then you say what you got. I'm not
Okay.
gonna do rock.
We're not gonna do
So
our
I just
symbols.
clenched a fist.
I think the symbols.
I think Dan's going to do a rock. I think you're going to do a rock too. You both got your hands ready for rock.
No, I've got it in a fist, ready to do the paper, scissors,
You have to-
rock.
it has
You've got
to start
with
this
the
way.
rock. It starts
Okay.
with the rock.
All right.
Okay, now you've got...
Okay, what are we gonna do? What am I gonna do?
So yeah. What am I
I'm
going to do?
I think it might be
gonna
scissors.
suck you. I'm gonna suck you.
Now, you're ready?
Okay.
Now, got it in your heads,
Yes,
dudes. You
yes.
know what you've already got
Yep.
pre-planned.
Yes.
Yep.
So let's just do 1, 2, 3 and spit them out.
1, 2.
Uh,
Say your thing.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not going to be rock,
Okay. Ready?
or is it?
1,
2,
scissors.
Oh, you beat us both.
Yeah. Do you know the
Boom.
psychology behind it?
Please.
Kate always goes rock.
Yep.
So you were thinking that I was going to go something else because Kate always goes rock. So I went rock.
You did the double negative.
Yep.
The
I went the scissors because that's what I did last time.
Yeah, and
Nah.
because scissors sort of seem like a winning sort of a move.
Like a winning
well,
move.
Cassie predicted.
sharp.
Cassie's prediction was Dan was going to do rock.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Tim was going to do paper.
Ooh, I was going to do paper.
Mm.
'Cause that was my choice. I had 3.
So,
That was one of my choices.
and I did scissors. Well, I knew that rock is king,
Right.
but then I knew that we all knew that.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're
then
trying to carry
you know that, so you're going to do paper.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do scissors.
That's almost where I was going with it.
But then Dan knew that we were thinking that.
Okay.
Mm.
The Cosmic Ballet plays on.
Mm.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
Mm.
isn't
What
it?
if that would dictate how the show goes? If we did it at the start.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. But I thought that perhaps bringing up the fact that rock, paper, scissors with 3 people creates a potential paradox, that I would introduce you to a little session, a little segment I like to call Fancy a Fuck Right Up in Your Mind Hole.
How'd you come up with that?
I don't know. I
like
was
it.
thinking. I was thinking like. I was thinking like brain splat or
My mind, your mind.
my mind, your mind, or something of that nature, and then I just thought,
Maybe
Yeah.
your own.
yeah.
I like
yeah,
it.
Yeah. So,
Your mind, my mind.
so let me just take you through something I stumbled across. Apparently, it's like common knowledge, and the whole of the internet is talking about it, but
Yeah.
I'd never spoken about it.
Okay.
So there's a good chance that you've not heard of this before. But if Pinocchio said the statement, "My nose will grow now," it would be a paradox.
Why is that?
Let me explain.
Please do.
As we all know, Pinocchio's nose grows when he tells a lie.
Whoa. Slow down there, Einstein.
Slow down there, Brainiac.
So if I said, "My nose will grow now," if his nose does grow, that would mean he wasn't lying. But if he wasn't lying, his nose wouldn't grow. But then the statement would be a lie. So his nose would grow. But then the statement wouldn't be a lie, so his nose wouldn't grow.
Okay, so why is it a lie and why isn't it a lie? Say the statement
Yeah,
again.
start fresh.
So
very,
if-
very, very slowly.
If he said, "My nose will grow now,"
Right.
Right? Yeah, because
If
he's
he's
just just lied, hasn't he?
if his nose does grow, that would mean he wasn't lying,
That
and
means
his
he
nose
was lying.
wouldn't
Ah.
grow. But if he wasn't lying, his nose wouldn't grow.
It's like
You might have broke me.
Which is why I came up with that fitting title.
Sounds like the fucking Snooze review.
If he says my nose will grow, and he is lying, it will grow.
Yes.
Right? So he's not lying, so it doesn't grow. But it should grow.
A man,
Wait, how many pillows?
Let me.
a man walks into a forest.
Basically,
It says, sit on my face and tell me a lie.
his nose would have to grow to make Pinocchio's statement not a lie. But then it can't grow, otherwise the statement would not be a lie.
Have you got an explosion sound?
I'm pretty sure
My brain just...
Walt Disney wasn't...
The Pinocchio paradox was thought of in February 2001 by an 11-year-old girl called Veronique Eldridge Smith, who's daughter of Peter Eldridge Smith, who specializes in the philosophy of logic.
Great.
The article was first published in the Journal of Analysis,
Crazy.
and the Pinocchio paradox rapidly became popular on the internet.
Shite.
My nose will now grow is the only paradox Pinocchio can cause by saying something. For example, if he was to say, I will sneeze now, and he didn't, that would be a lie, and his nose would grow.
Okay.
Wow.
There you go.
Far out.
Sorry about that.
No, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Write in if
So-
you understand that.
No, it's a paradox. No one...
There's no answer. It's one of that no answer.
Well, it's a paradox.
There is an answer and there isn't an answer.
Yeah.
It's the chicken or the egg,
Left is right, up is down.
depending on which
Cats
way
and
you're facing.
dogs living together.
It's total chaos.
Total chaos. Now,
Wonderful.
I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go back in
Again?
time.
Didn't we?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't go back.
I didn't go back. I was going to
Okay.
because I've got a realsy fakesies, but it's a quiz. And we can all
Okay.
take it. We can all take it right here, right
We can
now,
take a
off
quiz.
the internet.
We'll take the quiz and then we'll take some questions from the
Yeah,
from the public.
That'll probably get us to the time. Now, these are they real or fake children's books? No, names of books.
Okay.
The House That Crack Built, real or fake?
The house the crack built.
There you go. I don't know the answers either. We're just going to go through them.
I'm going to say that's real because you're showing me the picture of the cover.
Yeah, but they could have just jimmied that up. You know this thing called the internet.
Mm.
Photoshop.
Mm.
And this undoctored image from Photoshop.
Yeah.
The house at Crackbook, but I'd say it's true.
Real.
It's real.
Fake.
Correct. It's real.
Okay.
1992. The House That Crack Built was released in 1992 and teaches children the dangers of drugs in a hip-hop rhythm.
Crack.
Sounds like
Crackety
the
crack.
worst.
Crack, cracky, crackety, crack, cracky, crack.
Maggie goes on a diet. Real or fake?
Who went on a diet?
Maggie.
Maggie. Fake.
Fake?
Okay.
Tim says fake. Wrong. It's real. Published in 2011, Maggie Goes on a Diet tells the story of an overweight 14-year-old who, well, goes on a diet, starts exercising, and eventually becomes her school's star soccer player.
Okay.
Well
And that's
done,
when,
Maggie.
And that's when people start liking her when she loses all her fucking weight.
Great.
Great. That's
I like it
great.
more.
Great. What's happening in my pants?
Got to be true.
Yeah, I'm going to say real.
It's wrong. It's fake.
Ah, how
They should make one.
disappointing.
They should make one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had that thought at least 3 times today.
Yeah.
This one might be good for your son there. It
Why
hurt.
am I such a... Yeah. Oh,
It hurts when I poop.
has he been talking to you and not talking
Yes,
to
he's been
Okay,
talking to me.
let's say real.
me? I'm going to say fake.
It's real.
Oh, God. I'm
2007 to help kids understand the I'm going to start again. Digestive system.
Nice.
Look, do we need to keep going with that? I think that's
They're
Trying to catch up.
That's okay.
except for this one.
I was going to say there is actually a book out called "Go the Fuck to Sleep,"
Yes, I have.
Have you read that one? Yeah, it's good.
Jeez, go the fuck to
Yeah.
sleep.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that every night. So, questions from the public.
Good. This is one of my favourites, Tim.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
It is now.
This could be one of your Pinocchio paradoxes.
Okay.
Okay? Which is ironic. If I ate something last night and ate the poop this morning and had nothing else for the rest of the day, would the poop I have later be the same poop or different poop? If I ate something last night and
Yes.
ate the poop this morning, had nothing else for the rest of the day, would the poop that I had later be the same poop or a different poop? So you eat the poop. It's your first problem. Second problem is doing it again.
I thought you were going to say, and what am I? And I was going to say, you're a dog.
You're a dickhead.
You're a moron.
There's a website for that.
Yeah.
You could be getting paid for this.
Special.
Would you read digested food?
Well, you'd have an increase in your digestive juices second time round, so it would come out a different consistency.
It wouldn't be a pleasurable event.
All right,
Yeah, it'd be more like a Mr. Whippy style as opposed to.
put that one on ice. You might be able to relate to this one, Jeremy. How do these motherfuckers take such beautiful goddamn pictures of the fucking Milky Way at night? That's word for word. That's a frustrated person right there.
He doesn't. He's got to put his camera on to
He's gotta
bulb
Expose
function.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all
Get
about
exposed.
exposure.
And he also needs a tripod. That's a heavy tripod, so it doesn't move. And he needs a remote.
Yes, he does.
There's a little button,
Yes, he does.
so he doesn't touch.
Admirable. Okay.
And he also needs to be in the country as opposed to suburbia because there
True
is
that.
too much
Light pollution?
light pollution.
Right.
Which is different from man pollution.
So there's your
which is
answer.
something else.
Or
So get out there and give it a try.
Get out there,
just get out
kids,
there,
and
just
take
give it a
some
go. Keep pressing
photos.
that button.
Yeah, yeah.
Sooner or later,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Milky Way will just give in. What last name do I use on my resume? Well, I'm going to say he didn't get the job. I don't think so. Isn't that the first thing? What is your name? Get up to here with your rules.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
What last name
I'll tell
do I
you-
use on my resume? Your last name, dickhead.
Yep. Yep.
no. Well, I
I
think
would
it's
say-
related to
unless you're Lord Farquaad, I would just put your own name.
Yeah, just put your name.
No,
Yeah.
no, don't. Definitely don't.
Because
So if you're going- if you're going
prince,
for-
the prince in Shrek is Lord Farquaad, isn't he?
I
I think it.
I don't have kids. I don't listen.
I
Watch
think
all
it
that
is. I
noise.
think it is.
I watch good movies.
Snooze
No, I
review.
think that's got something to do with. I did hear one little tidbit about the opera or maybe the orchestra, and you're more likely people of other races, not white dudes, don't get employed as much in the orchestra. And they did this test where they just said, okay, first names only and resume. I've been playing for this long. I have a violin, and I know how to play it. And you're more likely to get the gig
Really?
if it's not like
That's racist.
yeah.
What time zone is the North Pole?
Ooh.
All?
All.
Yeah. Are
All.
all around the pole.
Yep.
So as you walk around the pole, assuming it's a red and white candy pole.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the way I've always envisaged it.
Okay, let's just say we're standing at the pole.
Yeah.
And you walk around the pole. Are you walking through every time zone?
Yes.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Okay.
Sort of.
I'll
I don't know.
Sort of.
That's an answer.
Well, I think the North Pole is actually. Is the North Pole? I don't think the North Pole's even frozen anymore.
I think it's in the north.
Yeah, but you can't walk on it because it's like melted.
Slush.
It's melted.
Well,
I
that's
think
what
it's
that's
I
how
think
that
it's water.
anthrax came
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Oh.
That's why there was.
So it's all coming
that's why
around
that-
full circle.
That's why there was no snow at that first mountain you went to.
Yep.
global warming.
Global warming.
All right, and the last one is a wordsy one for you.
Okay.
What's the difference between consists of and consists in? You ever heard that?
Consists in. I've never heard consists
No,
in.
neither have I.
What was that
So
on?
that's why I wrote it down.
Consists in. I've
Consists
never used
in.
consist in ever.
So the difference is one's wrong and the other one's right.
That should have been in realsies or fakesies.
I see what you did there.
Well, maybe there is a way to use it. I've never used it.
I've never heard that.
I
That's why I wrote
say
down
consists of a bit.
Consists
I wouldn't
of-
say it's. I wouldn't say it's
consists
a
of
daily kind of a
shit and
phrase.
seaweed. Yeah.
Mm.
Consists of.
Mm.
Well, there you go. That's all I got. I'm gonna save my amusement park accents for the next show.
Okay, good.
And
I always like the updates on the amusement park.
There's some good ones. I think for the next time we do that, I've decided that the amusement park accents are quite morbid. So now I've only started to write down the ones that have a troll or dickhole comments underneath.
Right.
Which I have a series of these for the next show.
Which will be coming up. Which should be coming up very, very soon. Next
We'll say
Thursday.
yes.
Next Thursday. When do they
Oh,
come
look at
up,
that.
Tim?
When will they come up? The music's coming up right now. Can you hear it?
Well, I'll leave you with one final thought
Okay.
that someone
Oh,
said.
the thought of the day.
Yeah, Robert Wilinski. I don't know who that dude is, but it was on a list of quotes on the internet. So we've all heard that a million monkeys and a million keyboards could produce the complete works of Shakespeare. Now, thanks to the internet, we know that's not true.
It's deep.
Yeah.
Great. I'm Timmy Taco.
I'm Jezbot.
And I'm Danoz.
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. The ship will self-destruct in exactly 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Who are you? One pod left. And 3 of us.
The escape pod. The escape pod.
What if there are droids in the escape pod? The sensors wouldn't pick them up.
Escape pods sounds really nice.
Well, boys, it's a very lovely ship. I think you should look out. Goodbye.